Welcome back to the American Dream, Denver, Colorado. We have an awesome guest that I love introducing, Mike Olson. He is a top award-winning agent and also the owner of Go Colorado Realty. Welcome back to the show, Mike.
Thanks so much for having me, Amy.
Now, you're the one I love talking to about this. The market is hot there in Denver. So what are some things that buyers are doing to help get their offers accepted?
Yeah, you know, the story here in Denver is just the crazy low amount of inventory. So you've got all these buyers that are out there looking, and so what that ends up producing is these scenarios where there's multiple offers for these homes. And there's a couple kind of tricks that we use, and one that's become almost commonplace in today's market is what we call an appraisal guarantee or an appraisal gap coverage, and that essentially says, you know, if the appraisal was to come in low, then the buyers are willing to bring a certain amount or the entire difference, so that the seller can feel confident that they're not going to come back and ask for a price reduction. And then the other thing that's become really big is offering to buy the house in as-is condition. So I always recommend that my buyers get the inspection done, because you need to know what you're going to be taking care of after closing. But assuming that there's no deal breakers, they're essentially saying, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, we're not going to come to you and ask you to fix the leaking sink or anything small like that, so that we can get to that smooth closing at the end of the day.
This is why it's so important that buyers talk to you and any real estate professional ahead of time, so you can really have these discussions before you get to that situation that you're ready to write up an offer. Are there other tactics that you're also seeing are successful to getting the buyers into that property?
Yeah, you know, one thing that I've had quite a bit of success with is having my buyers write kind of a love letter to the sellers and kind of just introducing themselves, because a lot of, you know, residential real estate becomes an emotional decision. And so sellers oftentimes, when they've been in there for 20 or 30 years and they've raised their families, they are looking for somebody to pass that home onto that they know is going to love it as much as they did. So, you know, I've had situations where those love letters convinced the sellers to go with ours because they were excited about, you know, a new family getting to move in and the children being able to enjoy the backyard and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's always worth throwing it out there just in case you do get that connection with a seller.
That is so smart and such a great perspective. I hope our viewers are really catching that on how important that is, because in real estate, it is business and it is an investment, but it's also very emotional for a lot of people. So I love that this is what you're advising. You're always such a great expert and such a great partner with us here at American Dream. Thank you so much for being on the show again today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for having me, Amy.
Make sure and reach out to us on AmericanDreamNetwork.tv. Follow us on social media, and we'll be right back with more of the American Dream.